I watched him. He stacked this in the wrong spot, and he is really good with this stack wagon. I mean, really good with the stack wagon. He can move stuff. I would have just attempted to back under with the forks and probably break a bale or two. But anyway, if you want to know how these things work, for the most part, you're getting a view right now. Ready? Spikes come out, paddle goes back. It runs them back. Boom. See how easy that was? So if you screw up with one of these things, now watch this. You can screw up with these if you want. It's okay. It's okay. Ready? Watch this. Now he's going to open it up. Boom. So just because you put it in the wrong spot doesn't mean you can't repair it. Now, if you watch here, he'll hit these, right? And then he'll squeeze, and then there's spikes. The spikes come in, or the grabbers come in, and grab that bale. And when he gets it to the top, he is really good with this thing. Paddle comes up, spikes go down, bales go down to the end. Kind of a dusty job. But he'll get these over there. There's a poultry litter pile over there, and that's where he's going to put them. And that'll work. You got to go four high for the backstop, and then from the backstop, then you got to when you get the backstop. Now there he goes. Bam! She goes. So he'll grab those. It's a pretty simple process. If you look way in the back behind him, there is a huge mother scratcher of a pile back there. Way back beyond there. I'll zoom in. There's probably close to, there's about 300 bales in that pile. If there's not 300, there's damn close to it. So if you look over there, I got Joseph. He's working there, and he is catching up to me at a phenomenal rate. I had to go to John Deere to get parts, and then I have to go shred. So I have to get him diesel fuel though, because he is out. All right, so I'm in probably the biggest field that I've done so far down here. You can see it's pretty damn big. I think he said it was 90 acres, and that's nice. That's a nice field, I would say. The material's a lot cleaner. There's some spots where the fall panicum has started to come in, just a little bit of it here and there, which is actually good in my opinion. It actually allows the machine to cut it a little bit cleaner than it would if it was just dirt. Because once that dirt comes up in there, it makes a mess. But you can see right now, it is clean. The only thing that's coming out of there is dust from the corn itself. I really like to show this. We got some windrows there that are pretty nice. I'm on this 4960 now. The boys are doing their job. Now here we got some of the small panicum here, so you got to slow it down a bit, because if you look up there, it is blowing some black smoke. They picking up bales. He's across the bean field, about a quarter mile away or more. You'll see that thing flip up. He probably knows that he's on the spot and he won't do it. Man, it's hot out here today. What's he doing? He's stopping. Oh, he must have jammed it up wrong. Alright, we'll get off of him for a second, and we'll panoramic it around here. If you look right out there, like way out there between the telephone poles, you will see another stack that has about 300 bales in it. This pile here is going to be stacked pretty near from that point all the way to those trees. And he's got to bring all of this in. Joseph's got he's going to follow me over with the baler. He is sneaking up behind me, I know. Me and Joe just got done converting this thing. It is an end pull, but it's an awkward potato, man. This thing's a pain in the ass. Because when you go down the road, it sticks way the hell out on this side, but there ain't nothing on the other side. It's just really weird. So when you go down the roads, and I got to go through town, it's just a pain in the ass. So anyway, me and him are going to take off and go to the other side of town. Here, wait a minute. He's going to flip that up. So let's see if we can get that in film. Maybe you guys can see this. Come on, Tim. And he's in a tight corner over there. It's got to be what he's doing. He has instructions. There were a few bales of green material, and when you have green material in a dry situation, you have to put them at the top of the stack. So he's had, there's quite a few of them over there, isn't there? Half a dozen, maybe?
They're all right side.
Okay.
So that's where he's at right now.
Yeah, he's down there. He's got to go pick up a couple of green ones, and they have to go to the top of the pile. And I'm going to hail him on the radio. Hey, Tim, you're putting those green ones at the top, right? You better listen to me, because the pile will fall over if you do not. Listen to the father.
Wasn't even paying attention.
Well, you know your pile's going to fall over.
I don't think so, if the others are being stacked in it.
Well, as long as the bottom bale is a dry one, you're okay.
Alright.
The bottom bales, you got to have at least the bottom three. You can only put those green ones at the top tier. I told you that. You need to listen to what I tell you. Bye. Anyway, so that's me bitching at him. Not too bad, huh? So anyways, yeah, that's it. Let me zip this down, and we are going to get out of here. Tomorrow, when he completes this stack, I have to do my paperwork on it, so I can get paid. We'll wait here for Tomato. He's gonna come ripping up that road. And you get to see how it stacks, if you're interested. I think we're gonna convert it over to a truck. Truck style, take it with flotation tires. There he goes. And there's the pile. We got it right along the road because I didn't really want to put it that close, but that's where it is. I can't help it, but it's going to need to get moved out of here pretty quickly because you just can't trust people, but I think they live in a pretty decent neighborhood. They do live in a decent neighborhood. Timothy ripped my mud flap off too, by the way. Bum. And he drops those out in the road, he's going to be in trouble. Make sure you use that push off. Watch how he gets the top out of there so he doesn't knock it over. There, perfect. He'll do that. Right, and that gets it out. He knows what he's doing. He's Stack Master Tim. See, there's the push off. That's going back in. Now when he goes to set that thing down, it'll reset automatically. Now watch, it'll come down and it'll stop halfway through, and he doesn't have to do a damn thing. It's doing that all automatically. All right. And that's that. Okay, first breakdown of the job is a bearing on the auger on the flail shredder. I got a couple of knives. Joe is doing some housekeeping on that. So he's going to be putting in new knives and new hardware for that. And it'll be 2 days before that bearing is available for me to purchase. Yeah, 2 days. How stupid is that? What do you think about that, huh? Stupid? I find that to be really annoying, to say the least. So, you know what I'm gonna do? You wanna know what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
You know what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna Afro-engineer this thing in a manner that would make Alice Chalmers proud. Left, right?
MacGyver me.
Yeah, we're gonna MacGyver the thing. So, anyway, I'm going to Home Depot, and I will certainly take you along for that ride, and you will see exactly what I'm going to do to this thing, and we will get to work. So, stay tuned.
Well, I got it. He stopped by before he left. And
Okay, so we can't get this bearing for a while, like till next week. They said that they just don't have it available, so I went down to the Home Depot and I purchased a chunk of oak. And I made 3 of them. 3 of these little guys here. In case we burn one of them out, we've got 2 other spares by the time we get to next week. And you know, you just got to do what you got to do. I even made. Okay, so we've got it going. I forced some grease into it. I'm gonna kind of let it wear in. The nice thing about oak is I've got this thing pretty well squished down on there pretty hard. It's a really dense wood. As long as the bearing on the other side is okay, we should be just fine. And it will work. What do you think?
Nice.
You think that's nice? I want it to be about twice as thick. The unfortunate thing is I don't have the bolts to do it. Now if I buy bolts, if it happens again, I'm going to buy twice as long bolts, and I'm going to run them in from the other side, and then I can put the double on, and that's what I'm probably going to end up doing. But this is going to have to be greased many times over the course of the day.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it seems to be working.
Oh, bearings.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Bye. Alright, after a quick blade change on this end here, the discharge end will actually chew the blades up a lot more. I got my wooden bearing on there. That'll probably outlast the original bearing if it's greased up good enough all the time. Wood is an amazing thing. It will be embedded with that oil, and it just will never get hot. Of course, that dirt isn't going to be very kind to it, but I'll be probably greasing that every half an hour tomorrow, and hopefully it holds together long enough to do the job we got to do. I have a squeaky belt there, and I will deal with that in the morning. So anyways, here we go. I'm going to try and source that bearing tomorrow anyway.